Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This. I just want to talk about something and to shoot some strategy here. But the first thing I want to talk about is all the stuff that's coming up through Wager Me This and the Wager Me This website and the kind of stuff. So this is how I'm going to do my merchandise at first, guys. For anybody that's interested, I'm going to put out a bunch of what I want to put on the shirts and everything, and then you're going to have to order it if you want it. So that way you give me your size and all that ahead of time, and then we're going to make it. So it's going to be delayed a little bit, but it's because everything I do is going to be personalized. It's not going to be mass produced in any kind of way. So everything I do is going to be personalized. I'm going to make a limited amount of every design. So everything's going to be different. It's not, if you get one thing from me and you get another thing from me, you're never going to get the same thing. All right, so that's one of the things. So I just wanted to put that out there. So if you are going to be interested in that, I'm going to have information from you, like sizes and like what thing. I'm going to put up some designs and stuff up there that I'm willing to, what I want to put on stuff. And there will only be a limited amount that can be, of each one. And I think I'm going to limit it all the way down to 10. Just 10 items of each, type. Not type, type's the wrong word. 10 items of each, so each logo, each saying, each whatever. There's only going to be 10 items. So I just want to put that out there so everyone kind of knows where I'm going with that. All right, so I'm going to get $600 here. Me and Skill and Luck have been talking about something since I put out that Iron Cross video against the Iron Cross, and so we've been trying to figure out if it's better to play the field bigger than the 5, 6, and 8. So I've ran through this a few different times, and I can't really come up with a definitive answer. So I'm going to do it on video. All right, so we're going to start with what I call the $25 level. It's 25 on the 5. 30 on the 6 and 8. I call it the $25 level because you use $25 chips. Right? So then we're going to go 60 on the field. Now I know if you hit one of these, you're only getting a half return on this. But the idea is that you're going to hit a couple of these doubles and stuff through the course of your bankroll and kind of see what happens here. All right, so let's see. We're working all the time. On the Iron Cross, there's no reason to be off. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, so let's just see what happens. Alright, I'm just going to put this profit box over here and I'll run through it a few times, see what happens. Here we go. And we have an 8 right out the gate.
Hi guys.
So that pays 35, so you lose 25.
Hi guys.
Alright, I'm going to drop this back. And we have a 10. Alright, so this is where you get it right back because you're betting so big on the field. Alright, so that's a $60 winner on the field. And a 3. Cool. Another 60 on the field. And so, this is
what I'm drinking.
Water. There's the 6.
No 7-Up.
Okay.
It looks like water. It's 7-Up.
Again, replace the $25 chip. Oh, I grabbed the $25 chip in the wrong hole, didn't I? Here we go. And a 10. So there's another $60 winner.
My dad's going to send that out to one of his fans.
Okay, now, of course, on the 7, it's painful. But the Iron Cross is painful on the 7 no matter what. Unless you're playing the Iron Crapper or whatever they call that. But still, I'm just going to run through this again. And it's only going to be a couple bankrolls. A couple shooters. That's all it's going to provide for. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of where me and Skill and Luck are going with this. And get some opinions, get some ideas on this. And we have a come out 7. Oh, yuck. On this Iron Cross, if you're playing this big, it may be a good idea to hedge that come out 7. Because anything else, you're going to win some of that money back. So it may be a pretty good idea if you're playing it really large. Alright, here we go. And a 5. Alright, so this is going to pay 35. You see, I've also thought about just dropping down to 35. If you lose one, going to 35.
Why on the
6?
Why on the boards are 6 to 8?
That's just how it is, buddy.
Maybe they don't want the thing to be big for the dice.
And there's a 9. So there's a 639, $60 9. And again, you know, you do have to hit some field numbers, especially if you're going to play on the high side like this. There's another $60 winner. And this is going to be one of them things that it's not going to be for everybody. There's the 7. That's an ugly 7 right there. We were on a little roll. All right.
What's this? It's funny how when you drop a water bottle and the cap breaks open,
Okay, so let's see what we made.
and then it flows out.
We definitely didn't win.
And when it's open, it pours.
So this is, I mean, we've lost half of the money. So maybe that's too big. Maybe you got to scale it down. All right, so let's scale it down. Now let's say we do a $25 field, and then we do 15, 15, and 18, and 15, 18, and 18. Let's try that. Let's see what happens when you do that. All right, here we go. And there's an 8. Okay, so 18 plays 21, so you're going to lose this, but you're going to win 21. Racket. And a 5. Same situation. You're not losing nearly as much each time here. And a 9. All right, so we got 25 back. And that's actually going to cover what we just lost, so that's nice. And a 6. And a 7. The 7 is just so devastating on these iron cross strategies. Because it's just no recourse to it. It's just punishment is all it is. All right, let's see what happens here. And we have an 11. That's a good one. We haven't had no doubles in the bubbles yet. It'd be nice to have a couple of them. And an 8. And this way, by playing it this way, if you can hit a field number for every 4, 5 even of these numbers, you actually make money. It's actually even at that point. There's an 11, so this is actually pretty good. What I mean by that is you lose 25, but you're winning 21. So 4 times 5 is 20. So if you could even go 5 times, as long as you didn't roll a 7, of course. So there could be 5 losers and 1 field winner. So it's actually pretty effective this way that I'm seeing right here. See, what I mean by that is, okay, so you're winning 21 and you lost 25. So that leaves $4 in the negative. So every time you win one of them, you win 25. All right, so you could lose a bunch of these before you win one of these, which is good because that's what happens a lot. So I actually like this level much better. I just like the mechanics of it a lot better. And there's a double bubble finally. So if you get any of them, it's really going to pay off. Oh, there's another field winner. There's a 5. So again, but you're going to win 25 or 21, I mean. So it's actually not a terrible trade. And there's a hard 10. So as long as you win 1 out of every 5 of these, you're still up $1. Pretty amazing deal there. Now every 7 is still going to devastate you, so you got to win. So you got to get some wins in. And there's a 7. But it appears that this level is working far superior to the last level. Alright, so let's try it again. I like this level so far. I haven't seen anything negative about it yet, outside of the natural negative of the 7. The Throwing Thunder right now is going, alright, I get to play the field all the time in this strategy. If anyone don't know Throwing Thunder has a good channel. Y'all should go check it out. He does some good throwing and shows his own shots live and stuff. He's a good channel. Y'all go check him out. And he likes the field. So all the people that like the field, he's right up your alley. Alright. And a 7. The 7 is just so devastating. That's the one thing I can't get over in the Iron Cross is just the devastation of the 7. So let's do this, but then let's do some progressive stuff on it. And by that I mean, so every time we hit $21 in the winner, which is still losing $4, we're actually going to press. Let's press. And a 9. So there's 20. So we're going to collect all our fields. We're going to press our other hits. All right, there's a 10. And an 8. Okay, so we're going to get the first shot at it here. So $21. All right.
What is this thing? Is this for cutting off branches?
Nope, that's for squeezing pipes together. Oh, the 7. So we would have lost a quarter or 2. All right, let's try this press again. I think on a good roll, this is actually going to turn out really good. So let's try this one more time. And I say a good roll, it don't even really have to be a long roll. Just a roll that doesn't necessarily roll 7s. Justice, come here with that. Don't mess with that. He's messing with my pec scrimper. And a 5, right? And I know we're not gaining our, since we're pressing our money, we're not gaining the return part of it on the field bet no more. But I think it'll make up for it on the 5s, 6s, and 8s, especially as we go up further. And a 3, so there's a $25 win. And we'll use these field winners just to kind of maintain this. At least I hope. Oh, these 7s are coming too quick. Not allowing us to get any visual of the press. All right, let's get $25 in reds. May have to start over with the press here and see what it looks like playing a whole bankroll that way. Get 10 in whites. Bubba, that's an expensive tool. I don't want you to break it, okay? And a 5. Alright, same thing here. Press up. And drop our quarter. Ace, ace. That's a good one. 4. Alright, so we're getting some field hits. Field hits are nice. And back-to-back 4s, back-to-back 3, 1 4s. And a yo. So we got a bunch of field numbers in a row. This is paying off on the field here. It's kind of nice. We were going down a little bit. And there's the 6. Okay, so again, here's another pressing situation. We're actually making money this time. Because it's going to pay 28. Okay. Same thing, we're going to bump them all up. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up, guys. All right, here we go. Let's get our quarter out there. 314. Catch that quarter. And an 8. Okay. So it's going to pay 35. Again, we're going to bump them all up 1 unit. See, it's starting to replaces the field, so it turns it into more of a regular iron cross. So it seems like if you start low and press as you're going, that it should, in some kind of weird theory, come out on a decent roll, not a great roll, just a decent roll, to where you're just making money. And there's the 8 again. All right. So what are we at? 40, 35, and 12, 49. Okay. So I'm going to actually get it like 49. That way I can press correctly. All right. I'm going to use that. That's our loser. So we're going to use it. So we're starting to collect money no matter what happens again, which is what the iron cross is supposed to do. Anything but the 7. And there's a hard 4. So there has to be a cutoff though. There's a 12, a double in the bubble. There has to be a cutoff when you would want to start back over though, because them are getting so big that you're actually just losing profit when you lose. And a 6. So do this like this. Okay, so that's an 18. 35 and 21. 56. Okay. I don't know where that cutoff is, guys, because I mean, this is the first time I've tried this, so I don't know yet. Right, there's a hard 6 again. So we're at 63 bucks. Again, drop it. So I mean, this is working, but this is a long roll, so anything would work on this. If you were playing a cross, it would work, you know, anything. Now, you are playing for basically whatever the starting bankroll is. You are playing for that, because by pressing up and all these other wins. So basically, whatever it is we started with, that, so there's 45, there was 51, I guess, there. And then, so 76. And an 8. Okay. Pretty sure this is 70. I mean 60. So that's going to be a $70 winner. We would lose here. Clean these all up. Alright, we're going to bump them all up again. Rack that. I mean, yeah, I don't really know, guys. I don't have a good answer for this one. To me, it still seems like you're so far behind the 7, it's still not worth it. But on a good roll, this is amazing strategy. And on an okay roll, I still just don't think, like if you hit 4 box numbers, you're going to lose this too many times. Even with the pressing, it's just not, I just don't, I think you have to have like a good roll, like a 9 or 10 roll before it starts profiting. And I'm not sure about that. I just think that. All right, back-to-back 10s. Like I said, this is the first time I've ran through trying to do some different stuff with the iron cross like this. All right, so that's a 50, so that's 77. All right, so maybe this is the point where it's time to regress it all back down. I don't really know. Unless you guys just want to see how far it'll go. Let's just see how far it'll go. What the heck, right? And an 8. Starting to get into them weird numbers that I don't ever bet, like 84. And so there's 60. Okay, so that's 70, 84. It pays 84.
Daddy, I've got 2 super soakers.
Really?
Yeah, because this was my first one that Momo Shell gave me, and this is the next one that Momo Shell gave me.
Cool, dude.
Listen! Look it.
So we got 500 in the rack. I mean, being such a long roll, this has really paid off. But I mean, like I said, any other light side strategy on a long roll like this is going to pay off. So it's not like special to the Iron Cross. All right, so we had 84, so we're at 91. And a 6. I thought it was going to be a 7, but it hopped over to that 6. All right, so what are we at? 50. $84. Right. I honestly, I don't have any idea what this pays. I don't know that I've ever had this bet. Let's break it down so I can figure it out. So I know that pays 70 and 24. Okay, so 70 pays 98. 98. Okay. Craziness. Craziness, guys. This is such a long roll. And I hate, because this is, I don't think this is a clear indication of how this will work. I think this is just such a great roll that it's working well. 5415. Needed some of these rolls yesterday, man. They were terrible. 50 and that's 75. So I know 75 pays because I play that a lot. That's 105. I know that one. This has gone way out there, isn't it? I mean, we're way up. Oh, and a hard 4. Oh, there was supposed to be a $25 chip out there, guys. Still the Iron Cross. I know it looks just like a 5, 6, and 8. But it's still the Iron Cross and the double in the bubble. This has just been such a crazy good roll. And finally, the 7.
Found another snail. Snails are coming out.
They are, buddy.
Yeah, look, I found one. That's just a shell.
Okay, so what have we seen here? What we've seen here is that the Iron Cross like that could work, but what we've mostly seen is that if you go on a 25 roll while you're on the Iron Cross, you're going to win. That's what we've seen. All right, so we're up 170, 179 after bouncing around through some different Iron Cross stuff. And again, me and Dylan were Dylan. I always get his name wrong. Dylan from Skill and Luck. We were talking about this, and we were kind of talking through it and stuff, trying to figure out, you know, is it better to play the field bigger? And I know I've always been where, you know, the field should be like half the size of the place bets, because I've always looked at it like you're hedging the field. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it should be the other way around. If you're basically talking about like, okay, you're going to go 10 shooters worth of this to see, you know, the length of something, and maybe it works out, you get one good run. And now I understand we pressed up on this one, but even if we wouldn't have pressed up, we would have made money. just over time, over the course of we wouldn't have made nowhere near as much, but we would have made money. So I'm not real sure. Again, you know, Iron Cross is not my forte. It's not my big thing. I hardly ever use it. I do every now and then use it if it just kind of falls in my lap. But mostly I stay away from it. But anyway, so really, I think this is more of a Dallin thing. He really has the Iron Cross down pat. And I just wanted to, because he asked me to kind of go through it and stuff. So I wanted to put this video out about it. And, you know, just see what y'all think. I mean, see if you guys like the pressing, if you liked the bigger bet, the really big bet, what you guys kind of like there. No matter what, the 7 still smashes the Iron Cross too hard for me. Now, you could put a big don't out there first and then try to play it and just try to dodge one number, which makes some good sense if you're playing this field bet big. If you've got a big don't out there and then you're going to play that field bet real big. Because then the 7 doesn't just crush you as bad. Because you're going to have that, so you should win some there, and then win on the end. So maybe that's the way to do it. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This. Thank you guys for your time. And yeah, just look through what I did here and give me some comments. You know, critique it, see what you think. Tell me what you like or don't like. I mean, I love y'all's comments and I love y'all's opinions on stuff. You guys are brilliant. So thank you guys for your time. Y'all have a good day.